A guitar and a guitar case look like they should be together, okay? Let's look at it this way. If you have a Ferrari, you got a nice garage for that Ferrari, okay? That's the best because that's the package. And that's what we were looking for when we wanted these cases, was to have the thing belong in that damn case. For almost 40 years, every time we put our guitar into a guitar case, felt a sense of, oh, this ain't right.
Standard guitar cases are very functional, but maybe not quite as elegant or classy as he would like to see, especially when it comes to having a Collings guitar in it.
It's just like we make this beautiful stuff, put our whole heart and soul in it, and it goes in a mediocre thing that fits 15 other instruments.
I think he was aware that it would be really hard for someone with standard kind of case production to make what he had in mind. So he had to do it, we had to do it ourselves.
Through the years, latches got cheaper, fit gets worse, the foam gets stinkier, the parts fall apart more, blah, 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 blah. I don't hate them, okay? I hate what they've become.
I didn't talk to Bill about his procedure, and how he figured out how to do this, but my guess is that he analyzed about 50 vintage cases and took the best pieces and points from each of those cases and applied it to his new case.
Bill borrowed cases from everybody he could find and ate them, spit out the bones.
I wanted my case to be an extension of our guitars. I wanted to say, these things belong. The only space is the guitar that fits in it, nothing for anything else.
The case shows the same commitment to detail that the guitars do. Everything about it, because if you just look at the case briefly, you don't get the full picture. You have to dive in.
It just so happens that the old style cases, especially made in the 20s and 30s, were beautiful. And they had they're very sleek, very functional, and just very sophisticated, much like the instruments.
They were closer fit to the guitar and they had very little padding. There was no foam rubber in the 30s, okay? The exterior was really well made, had a nice arch in it, and the fasteners were fashionable, okay? They actually had, wow, this is nice.
Everything Bill does, it's nutty that he takes it to such a level of detail and craftsmanship. And what you see in that case is exactly what you would have seen in the 30s if you had walked into a retail store and walked out with a high-end Martin.
In the vintage market, you're always looking for the original case if you can find it. And now you can put your 1937 Martin D18 or your 0018 in a Collings case and it seems complete. It completes the package.
None of this would work if it was made somewhere else because it's got to line up and fit. It's got to be hand fitted. It's not like a fast process. It's not like we're trying to stamp these out. We're just trying to replicate something that I always enjoyed in a case.
He's taken it to this level that I don't think they even had the ability to do back then, or maybe they didn't even recognize the need to do it to this level. The genius of Bill Collings is to take something that we take for granted and to elevate it to this work of both craftsmanship and art and functionality. It's amazing.
I've never seen a case like this anywhere else in the world. And though there may be someone else who can build a nice guitar, there's no one else that'll ever build a case like this.
Finishing things was always hard. I worked at it harder and harder to learn to complete and make a complete package and say, I'm done. Okay, this guitar case completes those guitars.